First of all, I wanted to say, first of all, I actually wanted to say Happy New Year to as many of you. And I really hope that you all enjoyed your Christmas and your New Year's. And I really, really hope that many of you had a great time with your families and everything. So, first of all, also, guys, I know that many of you have been bombarding Mr. Jimmy White with a lot of texts asking where I was. So just like he explains, just like he has explained and he has been explaining. Yeah, unfortunately I have been very, very unwell since December, like practically since Christmas Day. Because especially now that the temperature has really, really gone cold. So I actually caught a cold. The cold weather actually entered my system, and that's how I lost my voice. And and practically for a week, I was battling with I was battling with my voice. So which is why I just had to tell Mr. Jimmy White that look that I don't think that I'm not well enough. I'm not strong enough to come online until my voice is cleared. Um, and then and then another and the additional week later, that's when my menstruational cycle kicked in, and and then I had to actually stay off for an additional week. So practically, I had to stay off for more than 2 weeks. But I'm better now. But first of all, I'm gonna wait for as many of you to come on, so that we. Oh, okay. I was just gonna say I was gonna wait for as many of you to come on. But oh, okay. Let me wait for a little bit longer. Um, bear with me. Yeah, let me wait for a little bit longer, and then we will continue. Okay, yes. So so we can start now. So just just like I was saying, just like I was saying, I know that a lot of you have been concerned and you've been wondering where I have been. And and originally we were talking about the Christmas sales, but unfortunately that was the period that I fell sick due to the cold weather that actually entered my system. And and then and I've been off since then. In additional to my menstruational cycle, that also kicked in, which actually kept me off for more than 2 weeks. So so again, I had to tell Mr. Jimmy White that look that I am not well enough, I'm not strong enough to actually come online. So he practically actually told he actually practically suggested that I should rest until I am 100% better. And I told him earlier on that I am so much better, I'm 100% stronger, and I can come on and speak with my lovely fans that have really been so concerned and have been asking of me. Um, now that Christmas is over, so we're going to talk about a fresh new topic. So before we get into that, many of you already know me. It's your girl Adez. So we're going to be talking about a brand new topic, and today's topic that we will be talking about is New Year's expectations. So again, we will be talking about New Year's expectation. So as we start, now there are a lot of us women, a lot of us, we have our expectations. A lot of us have our expectation in several areas, in several areas of our life, especially this New Year's. A lot of us has already done a New Year's resolution, and with that New Year's resolution, many has actually written a long list of the kind of changes that they want to see happen within this New Year's. A lot of people wants to be, they actually want to be different things. So they want to be like different things, as in like for example, a career change. A lot of people wants to excel in their various jobs. A lot of people, they want promotion. A lot of people want to be chief executive or CEO. Um, they practically very they're very much expectation in people's lives. And that's even bringing me to the question. Now, my question to you guys is, what is your New Year's expectation? Because I certainly know what my one is. So guys, you tell me what your New Year's expectation is, so that we can kind of talk about it. That's the question. So I'm going to give you time to answer that question. So now let's get into the main bit of today. So yeah. So with New Year's coming, which is already here. With New Year's coming, a lot of expectations. The expectations to set resolutions to better our lives, which is what I said. So the expectation to set resolution to better our lives, I and for me definitely, I am a very, very strong believer. I am a very strong believer in being the best that we can possibly be. I definitely believe that. I believe that we all can be a better person, especially this new year. I know that we all can be a better person. A lot of us has gone astray. A lot of us has gone astray in our lives, and we have made mistakes upon mistakes upon mistakes. And this is something that has really, it is something that has really been haunting us for a very, very long time. It has, yeah, it has haunted us for a very, very long time. And now you've actually decided that you want to see a change in your life. That is one of your expectations, that you want to see changes in your life. And by doing that, you've already written out a resolution of the things that you want to see happen. And that's a very, very good thing. Now, So now the next one is, I also think that sometimes we put too much pressure on ourselves, and the new year is a time where that cycle begins again. So every year we have a time in which we say, I will eat better, I will go to the gym more, I will I will begin doing yoga every day for the next 3, 6, 5 days. So guys, yeah, so you see guys, these are examples of what you guys will be saying, that yeah, I'll go to the gym every day, I'll be doing yoga every day, I will go dancing every day, I'll go swimming every day. But unfortunately, because of our busy lives, because of our busy life, our family, our children, mostly, especially women who has children, who has young children, who has babies, because their attention is on taking care of those children, that they don't even have time for themselves. They don't have time for themselves. They don't have time to even go out. They don't have time to even go out, because only the job of taking care of an infant, of a baby, is is a job in a whole. Because from the time that baby is born, and by the time the baby is born, and like all the procedures done in the hospital, and then the baby is set free to go with the parents, and to start life. By that time, that's where the journey begins. And then from there, that's where the baby will start doing that's where the baby will start doing everything she can, or he. Guys, bear with me, hold on. That's where the baby will be keeping the mother awake, by crying constantly. And which is why I always say, the mother has to is either the mother has to do the natural, to make the milk naturally, which obviously you guys know exactly what I mean by natural. um and that, and with that, and then that's when the baby can sleep. So it is a long process, that the mother will be having sleepless night. The mother will not the mother and the father, they won't be able to sleep well, because they have to take it in turns. The mother has to rest for a certain period of time, because she's been up all night taking care of that infant, and she's not really had sleep. So then it will now switch to the father, and the father will be the one to stay up all night throughout, monitoring the baby, monitoring. Hi, welcome, Hugo. Yeah, thank you for coming on. So yeah, so the father will have to take it in turns, and to actually look after the baby, stay up all night and everything. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Um, yeah, so to stay up, and to look after the baby, and everything. So it's a long process. But guys, I know. Thank you. I know that you guys are probably wondering that what is Adez talking about. I am actually about to land. So simply, exactly what I'm trying to say is that Yeah, the same to you. What I'm trying to say is that that is the oh, okay. Yeah, that is part of the yeah, that's part of the process. That's that's even part of the expectation, because yeah, because you've decided to get married, settle down, have a family, have a baby, and yeah, that's part of the expectations in life, and you have achieved it. So now the next phrase of it is to actually take care of that infant until that infant grows, until he or she continues to grow, until they turn to a toddler, to a teenager, and before they now transit to an adult. So practically, yeah, practically like 18 years of their life. Yeah, 18 years of their life that you actually have to take care of that infant until they grow into an adult. And that's how it starts. So my point is my point is that things can get better. It can get better, especially this new year. Especially this new year, there is definitely going to be a lot of new changes. But that is if you guys that's if you guys actually believe. If you believe if you believe that there can be changes, then that is actually great. As far as you have faith that things will change, then that is also an expectation. So now, um, so now the next one is the next one is I'm here to tell you that you don't have to be better. You are done good enough. You are done good enough. So what is saying here is that you don't actually have to be perfect. You don't have to be perfect in what you do. We're just humans. We are humans, and yeah, we're bound to make mistakes. We're bound to make a whole lot of mistakes. That's why there's that saying that if you fall 7 times, you rise up. So and that is part of the genre of life. That's part of the genre of life. So again, you don't have to be perfect in anything that you do. The only thing that you need to do is to have a plan. Yeah, you need to have a plan. If you want to see expectations in your life, you need to have a plan. Yeah, just like you have actually written out the New Year's resolution is good. One of the good things is to follow it. So if you have a diary, if you have a diary or notepad that you always use when you're writing your journal entries. That's even another thing, because especially where you're writing a lot of journal entries of everything that is happening in your life, right from when you were an infant up until now. That's also part of, like, kind of, is I would say kind of like where you're going down memory lane, but at the same time, that is also something that can also help you to reflect. It can help you to reflect on things that has happened in your life, in your whole life. So by writing down journal entries of everything that is going on, from right from writing a plan of what you want to be in the next 5 years, and sticking to that plan. Because for example, there are people, for example, there are people that wants to that they actually want to work for themselves, and they want to be they want to own their own, they want to own their own business, even just like what Mr. Jimmy White mentioned this morning and actually in today's in, to, in today's fellowship that I had with him this morning. He mentioned about owning a company, and he did mention that you have to have a plan. You have to plan. You have to plan towards it, and you have to make sure that you have the capital to be able to run a company. So that's part of actually what I picked up this morning, and yeah, it is very, very true. So if you want to achieve something in life, you need to go for it. Sorry about that. You need to go for what you want. Go for what you want. Yeah, go for what you want, and set targets for yourself. Yeah, set targets for yourself. With me actually, because of one or two things. Guys, I don't know if you've heard of that new AI called Gemini from Google. I don't know if you guys have actually heard of it, or actually seen it advertised on TV. So that's actually mainly what I use in my everyday life to actually to help me to remember things actually, because I often forget a lot of things. So Gemini actually helps me and remembers a lot of things, especially when it comes to appointments. So guys, simply what I'm trying to say is that Gemini is another good way of using Gemini to to kind of set goals for yourself. So you all you just need to do is just to go click on Gemini, the app, click on it, and you can actually talk to Gemini about anything. And you can even set your goals of the things that you want to achieve in the next 5 years. So if possible, you can just tell you can just tell Gemini that, look, this, and this is what I want to be in the next 5 years. In fact, you can even turn it to a reminder, and which Gemini will definitely set it as a reminder for you. And and the least that you can do, the least he will do, he will actually ask you when you want him to remind you. So it is something that you can obviously tell him that to remind you every day of your goals that you want to achieve in the next 5 years. So even that's actually what I do most of the times. I sometimes most of the time I use Gemini to help me to remind me of certain things that I've forgotten, and I also use Gemini to set an alarm to wake me up when I'm going to work every day as well. So Gemini is very good. So yeah, you guys can check it out. Check it out whenever you have time. So yes, so now the next one is the next one is setting goals is reasonable, being consistent is responsible, pushing yourself is reasonable. What isn't reasonable is your inner monologue that we have of ourselves, in which we tell ourselves that we are not good enough. So guys, so you see what's happening here. As we're setting goals, that's a reasonable thing to do. Setting goals for ourselves every single day, setting goals for ourselves is a reasonable thing to do. But what is not reasonable is for you is you talking negative about yourself, telling yourself that you're not good enough, telling yourself that you're worthless. No, that's not reasonable. That is not reasonable and is negative talk. That needs to change. That needs to change as of this year. That needs to change. No more talking negative. No more talking negative. But now we need to be talking positive and adding positive things to our life. That's the way we can move forward. That is the way that our expectations of what we want in our life, that is the way that it can that things can get better. And also another thing that is very good, is very, very good for you to know what what you want is good for you to know what you want, and it's good to know what you expect in life. That is very, very good and very important. You need to know what's good for you. You need to know what to expect in life, because there are a lot of there are actually a lot of hurdles along the way, as you're actually achieving in certain things that you're doing, and at the same time you are still working towards it. So it's very, very important to know what's good for you, what you want to do with your life, what you want to be in the next 5 years is very, very good for you to know. Because majority of us we have a talent. We have a talent, while there are certain people that are born and they don't know that they have a talent. So my question to you is, what is your talent? That's another question, and I will actually leave that to you, for you to answer that whenever you're ready. So now, so now the next one is, not good enough. We and we are lesser. The inner monologue of self berating that sets us back. So we're here. Oh, hi, Nasty Light. Oh, really? Oh, thank you. Oh, okay. Yeah, so what I'm actually talking about is New Year's expectations. So so I actually asked the question in the beginning, what is your New Year's expectation? I left that as a question. So so I'm going to leave that to you. So Nurse Delight, I don't know whether if I've answered your question. So that's what we're talking about. New Year's expectation. Yeah. So that's what I'm doing, and that's what we're talking about. So yeah. So back to what I'm saying. So B rating that sets us back. So here are okay. Mine mine is to graduate successfully from my nursing school. Wow, this year. Oh wow, that is that is amazing, and may God let that happen in Jesus' name. You would definitely pass. You would definitely pass with flying colors and graduate in good faith um, this year. So if you believe that, please do say amen, Nurse Delight. Um, and funny enough, Nurse Delight. Oh, okay, that's good. So yeah, funny enough, we're actually on the same course. I'm also studying nursing. Oh me, so I'm so I am I'm originally Nigerian, but yeah, I'm originally Nigerian but born in the UK. Yeah, so I'm born in the UK. So I'm born in the UK and I'm practically talking live from the UK. Um, so yeah, so I hope I hope that I've answered your question. Um, yes. So so here are many suggestions on how to get through the New Year's feeling good and keeping that that feeling going. So one, begin now. So so one one can be, for example, you you want to work towards becoming a gym instructor or a personal trainer, and you've actually studied the course. You've either gone to college or you've gone to university and you've graduated, and you're now trying to get in. You're actually trying to get the job, and it's kind of a bit difficult. So so what some people do is actually they do a refresher. They do a refresher of the course. So they don't actually need to go through all that process of going into university again. You can actually go online and look for the short courses of being that personal trainer or gym instructor that you want to be, and to study with them for maybe like 3 weeks, 4 weeks, and you will and then from there you'll be able to become a gym instructor for yourself. You'll be able to work for yourself. You can you can actually build a gym in the comfort of your own home. Actually, yeah, that even reminds me. I know of someone. Yeah, I know of someone who actually was my personal trainer. But it wasn't long. It was just for about 2 weeks. He used to come to my local gym, and he used to train me. He used to train me quite a lot. But unfortunately, that 2 weeks contract actually ended, and he actually told me that if I want him to be my personal trainer, that I will pay £50, £50 an hour, and and I realized that wow, that's actually quite a lot. £50 an hour, that is a lot. to to do the personal training, as in not the personal training, to for the guy to become my personal trainer. So yeah, so I didn't. Yeah, after that, I didn't see him again. But actually, before he ended his contract, he came to me and he told me that, look, that my contract ends within 2 weeks. So if you want to, like, if you want to stay in contact with me, and I'll be giving you tips on on uh, on like exercise styles, or like things that things that I can eat that will help me to shed a bit of weight. Then he will be able to do that. So one day I was going through my Instagram, and I actually came across my personal trainer that trained me for 2 weeks. So so I saw him, and and then yeah and then just I kind of looked at it, and then that was it. And one day I was actually out shopping. I was out shopping when I actually bumped into him. I bumped into him when I went shopping. And he was out, actually out and about, and his son was in the car at that time. And yeah and yeah just yeah just greeted as normal. And yeah and and it, yeah and then he asked me, like, he asked me what I've been, the kind of exercises I've been doing, and everything. And there's something that he actually told me, that I like certain things that I should avoid, which I actually. Oh, can you speak like Nigeria? Oh, okay. It's all right. Um, so there's certain things that he actually told me to avoid, which is what I did, and it really really helped. So my main expectation was to actually have a personal trainer to myself. But unfortunately, what he actually was charging me was too much. There's is ridiculous. There's no way that you'll pay £50 per hour for a trainer. No way. I can, yeah, no one can afford that. Nobody can afford to pay that amount every month. Practically £50, every month even. That's too much. So unfortunately, it didn't work. It didn't work out. So I just have to find other ways of actually shedding my weight. But which I'm kind of still working on it. Anyway, that's not really what we that's not really what we're talking about. I'm just kind of letting you guys know one of my expectations that I actually wanted. Now, so my trick is not feeling bad, but straying away from my resolution, my New Year's resolution. So you see, you see, one of the things that can actually bring a person down is that they don't stick to their plan. They don't stick to their plan. They don't stick to their New Year's resolution. What the person's actually written that they want to see all these kind of changes within this new year, because without following it, I praise Jesus, you achieve your aims. Oh, amen. Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate. So yeah, so yes, again, like I was saying, so what can bring you down is that if you don't look at, okay, I checked through your profile. I saw a man. I like watching his videos. Oh, that's, yes. Actually, that's Mr. Jimmy White, and actually, this is actually not my channel actually. So yeah, this is Mr. Jimmy White. This is his channel actually. So yeah, so you don't worry about that. So yeah, so if you like actually like watching these videos, that is great. And please do help me, do help me to help me to share his to actually share all of his videos, every videos that he does. Please help me share it, comment, like, please do help me to share it and spread it viral. Thank you. So yeah, so again, what can actually bring you down is when you do not follow your when you don't follow your plan, and you don't look at it. When you don't look at it, you'll begin to forget. You'll begin to go astray, and you'll backslide as well. So it's very, very important. It's very, very important to always look at your your it's always good to look at your resolution that you've written out in your notepad, or if you've set it out as a if you set it out as a journal entry, yeah, that's fine. But please do always check it. Do always check it every time. It's very, very important. It's very important, and it's very, very good. It's very important for you to check back every now and again on it. And just like I said, before, Gemini is a very good AI that will help you to remember. That will help you to remember. That will help you to remember to be checking. Guys, bear with me. That will help. That will actually help you to remember your resolutions that you've written down for this year. So please do take advantage of Gemini, and and install it on your phone. So do install it on your phone. That will be great. But do install it on your phone. And if you happen to have if you use Google Pixel phone, that's also an advantage. So do install him on your phone, and be using him to your advantage. He's a very, very great AI that helps in every everything that you kind of need, or any kind of information that you need. He's very, very good with that. Now, now the last one, the last one is um, that doesn't the last one is that doesn't mean that I don't try to be the best that I can be. It means that I don't give myself a time period to succeed or not to succeed. So this bit is very, very important. It's very, very important that no matter your busy schedule, it's very important to always remember what what you want to what you want to be in life. Is very, very important to remember. And again, like I said, to look back at your journal entry, like yeah, look back at your journal entry, or set it as a journal entry, and be looking at it all the time. Be looking at it all the time, because that way it will help you to remember, and it will actually help you not to go astray. So, and at the same time, it's also very, very, very important to work towards it. Just like where you plant a seed, and just like where you plant a seed and you expect it to grow. No, there's no way that you can plant a seed and that seed will grow immediately. You have to add water. You have to add water to that seed. You have to be adding water to that seed every time. So you need to nurture. You actually need to nurture that seed every time, every single time. You have to nurture it by watering it every single time until that seed grows into whatever it is that you want it to be. And even you can actually use that seed as well. You can actually use that seed to pray into something that you want in your life. That's actually a very good one. That's actually a very good one to do. Yeah, you can actually use that seed to pray into something that you want in your life. But that's if you believe. But yeah, that's if you believe. But this is to as many Christians who are believers. So yeah, that's to you. That's actually down to you. So so guys, for now, I'll actually stop here. Yeah, I'll actually stop here. But this actually continues. This continues. The New Year's expectation. It actually continues, and we'll be talking about it for. We'll be talking about it for quite some time. Yeah, so we're going to talk about it for quite some time. Yeah, so we'll talk about it for quite some time. So not for too long. So we'll kind of be on the topic for about 2.5 weeks to 3 weeks before we now switch to something else. But for now, guys, I really hope that this has really helped as many of you. I hope that it has really helped as many of you, and you've actually picked up on what I said. And please, whatever you do, always remember to look back at your resolution. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much, Nasty Light. I appreciate. So always remember to look to look at your plan that you've written out. Always look at your plan that you've written out, your New Year's resolution that you've actually written out. Always look at it all the time, every single time. And like I said, even if you forget, like I did say, please, it is advisable for you to install Gemini AI. Please install him on your phone, because he's very, very good. He's very, very good. You can talk to him about anything that you want to talk to him about. Just talk, and Gemini will give you all the information that you need. And even if maybe it's a particular business that you are working towards, you can ask Gemini for ideas of how you can go about that particular business, that particular business idea. Or even if you want to be an entrepreneur and to hold seminars, again, you can even ask Geminis for ideas and examples of how you can do that. But he's very, very good. But please do take advantage of Gemini, and from there, you will not be able to go astray, because again, Gemini is he's very good in remembering you of certain things that you've forgotten. So anyway, thank you all so much for taking out time to listen during your busy schedule, and I really, really hope that I have impacted a lot in your lives as well. And and again, Nurse Delight, I'm really grateful, and I really appreciate that you've actually learned something from the little that I actually spoke, the little that I actually mentioned. I'm really glad. Thank you so much. And so again, oh, okay, same to you, good night. And like I said, this continues again. And and we will continue this again. And so we'll continue this again tomorrow, much later on. And before I go, please don't fail to subscribe, comments, thumb up, to like me, share with your friends and your colleague, and as many people as you feel that will benefit from this. Once again, is your girl Adez. Mohammed, hi, thank you so much. Wow, Mohammed, just as I'm going, oh, Nurse Delight, thank you so much, I appreciate. So Mohammed, oh God, you're just coming on just as I'm rounding up. But yeah, not to worry, you've not really missed much. But don't worry, when I sign off, you can do, when I sign off tomorrow, you can actually go back to the live, and you can actually take your time and to listen to everything that I've said, because I've been on it for quite a while now. And I need to I need to kind of rest. I need to kind of rest, because I'm just, like I said, I'm just recovering from. Oh, thank you, I appreciate. Like I said, I'm just recovering from a long illness, which I need to rest. I need to recuperate. So guys, I will see you all tomorrow. God bless you all, and thank you for taking out time to listen. Once again, is your girl Adez. See you all on tomorrow. Bye.